Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio for the month of June, including late May 2026. So welcome, Scorpio. We are currently in the zodiac sign of Gemini. So the element's air, so we've got lots of ideas floating around to be put into practice. Lots of communication going on. What else have we got? Just fast moving energy basically this way and that way with Gemini. You're in your 8th house of receivership, which in fact is, the 8th house is your house. So it's all about receiving things from people, monies perhaps, just everything in terms of receiving. It also talks about taboos, which go well with Scorpio because they're very much into investigating deep, dark secrets. So let's see where we're going in your 8th house of receivership in Gemini. And we have the Hermit. So it's a time just to sit back and sort of observe, big time, big card, big time. So it's about not interfering in anything that may crop up, and with Gemini too, you can expect the unexpected. But the Hermit warns us not to get involved, just to be silent and watch and be wise. So a good card to have, because it's great if we can just watch a situation unfold rather than sort of start getting involved in it and putting our 50 cents worth in it, and then before we know it, all hell's broken loose one way or the other. Okay, so the Hermit. Where you are right now, Scorpio, is Page of Cups. New beginnings, messages coming through on the emotional level. Can be a spark of a new friendship coming through, can be new ideas, emotional new ideas that just need to be planted, seedlings basically planted, fed and watered. Just a very good positive card for emotional connections to grow as well, whatever they may be. And of course pages always represent children or babies, new life basically, so on all the levels. So let's see what's brought that in and what will challenge and influence the rest of the reading. The Magician. The Magician's great, so new roles coming up, new possibilities here. You've got all the potential sitting there waiting for you to use. It's also a 50-50 card of potential versus risk, so the risk has got to go along with the potential. So basically what it's saying is new projects, you've got to factor in risk, you've got to factor in that there will be downs as well as the ups, and also the main meaning of this Magician card is sort of spiritual energy and just understanding that it comes through us. It doesn't come from us. It comes from a higher power through, and whether we can acknowledge it or not and then use it is the trick. So it's really important to know that about the Magician, and to know that about human nature as well, that everything comes from a larger power of energy. It's not just dwelling inside us. Okay, let's look at the background. Conflict in the background there, a bit of conflict going on between you and other people, and it's about how you value your own decisions. So rather than asking other people for advice, which you'll get from them quite willingly, but whether that sort of relates to where you are at the moment, which it often doesn't. And then we find ourselves in that confusion of, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tackle this. So you just have to go back to the self, as the magician says, and go, okay, what do I actually think? What is the higher power telling me? Yes, proceed. Don't bother asking other people's opinions in some cases, because it won't help. It'll just create confusion and or conflict. So, interesting card. 5 also represents change. So there's a change going on in your mind energy department. New recent influences, and we have karmic justice. So karma has come around, cause and effect, whatever's been going on, and to me it looks like this is receivership, the 8th house. So it's like you're receiving good things for previous efforts. So it's a great card really to sort of say, so if you've got a promotion or if you've had something offered to you which is really fantastic via the magician, you can really shine here because you actually earned it, is what the justice card sort of usually means. And on the flip side, if there's been negativity around, you can be sure that, yeah, that was always going to come back at you. And that's karma, isn't it? It's how effort we put in and what the result is, either for positive or for negative. But a massive card, and I feel like in this instance, Scorpio, this is for positive. So well done. The lesson. Good old Scorpio card turns up, of course. Scorpio death, so big transformation. Things really going well for you, having, something started, transforming yourself. Having second chances often comes into play with death, and it's also about receivership too in that way, because it is in the 8th house of Scorpio. So it's sort of saying, well, will we, what's that phrase? It's like what we put in, we get out. So if you put in, you get out, and if you don't, you don't, and that's it. So excuse me, it's a really nice card to have. It's also another major card, so you've got 3 major cards already, well 4 with the Hermit. So it's looking like a pretty interesting time for you. But then I'm thinking too, Scorpio, you have earned every point you've got here. So be on the receiving end for once and be happy about it, because everything's glowing here for you this 4 weeks. Near future. 7 of Cups, but the 7 of Seven of Swords, excuse me, Scorpio. So 7 of Swords is jealousy and deception. Now, it might be self-deception, often can be, where we've deceived ourselves into thinking something was going to work out or it wasn't, or thinking we weren't good enough and we were, that kind of energy. But then also it brings in this jealousy too from others. And because it looks so positive for you at the moment with these big cards and your karma and your efforts put in and your dynamism with the magician, it can sort of invoke jealousy from others. So we'll have to go down here and look at what's happening that you're not realising to sort of see where that actually sits, if you know what I mean. And it is 2 of Wands. So yes, big decisions to be made. This is a launch card, so it's talking about making the decision, moving through without, this sort of negativity that sits here with the 7. It's like you're going to do it anyway, and there'll always be people on the side going, oh no, that won't work, oh no, I think you've bitten off more than you can chew, yada, yada, yada. However, the 2 of Wands does just say, well, ignore all that noise. Ignore all that mind energy sort of flipping around, especially in the Gemini time, because it can be very windy. You may to and fro and just move forward, because you're either going to go to the unknown or the known, and each way you get a good result anyway, so it doesn't matter. You either choose the path, the well-trodden path, or you choose the unknown path. Either you're going to get a result. And it's very karmic as well, so just move forward with it is my advice, Scorpio. And plus we are in the house of receivership, so there is no doubt in terms of that you deserve it from what we've already seen here. Okie doke, let's see how others see you. Nine of Cups, well deserved, well deserving of very much the wish card, so something that's been coming along that you just feel like you've always aimed for this, and now suddenly you find yourself that wish being granted. But also, as we have here, it talks about the effort that's been put in order to gain what you need to get or achieve. It's done. And as far as other people are concerned, you deserve it. So, well done. Doing really well, Scorpio. Okay, positive feelings. And we have the King of Pentacles, so very much that mentor king, that methodical plotter guy, very male energy obviously, that comes along and just sort of says to us, well, this is the way to get to what you want. Lots of hard work, lots of discipline, lots of strategy. And he can give this advice because he's actually done this. He already has that experience. And the pitfalls of, you know, projects and how things turn out and what you do about it. So it's a really good card to get. And I feel like as well, it's been a bit of a trek, but you really deserve it because you've put in the work. So well done there. The outcome. And we have the slow-moving Knight of Pentacles. So just that loyal energy that comes in with the Knight of Pentacles. He sort of works away in the background. He's not as bold as some of the other knights. He just gets on with it, head up, bum down, and just does what he has to do. He's not there seeking approval from people or anything like that. He's just doing what he has to do in order to get to where he wants to go. But it's a very slow moving energy as well, and here is what he will become in future. So you can see there, you know, there's a bit more work to be done to get to where you want to go in terms of what's going on. I might just put a clarifier on this Seven of Swords, because that's always a card that makes people go, oh yuck, I don't like that one, I don't like jealousy. Who's that coming from? What's brought that in? Who is this person? Or what is this scenario? Or what am I missing? Am I deceiving myself? So let's see what we've got as the clarifier. And we have the owl. Oh my God, you won't believe it, Scorpio. It's deception and wisdom. The owl lends you eyes that you need in order to see in the dark around you. The owl can cut through shadows to illuminate the real truth. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Deceit, lies, and unclear intentions are exposed with owl energy. The owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and snap out of any lies or denial inside you. Lying to yourself is the way that you'll remain lost in a prison of your own making. The owl appears to ask you to seek the truth in the darkest places within yourself. This will set you free and restore you to wholeness. All is well with the owl to guide you. Deep wisdom into human nature is gained through the ability to recognise untruth. The owl is an important and powerful ally. Thanks so much for listening, Scorpio. Have a great month, and it looks like it will be. Please like, subscribe and comment to grow the channel, and it's growing. Thank you very much.